Okay, today is January the 10th, 2022. And right now at 8 p.m. we have a temperature of 57 degrees. The relative humidity is 31%. Dew point is 27 degrees. And we have a barometric pressure. It's been really pumped up the last 24 hours. It's up at 30.21 right now, or 1,023 millibar. And I'm going to go over to the, this is the East Pacific long wave IR map, and we can see, let me just tell you first that today we had very overcast conditions all day. It was a whiteout of the chemtrail aerosols and this incoming tropical moisture, which should have brought rain all day long for central and southern California. You can see this massive tropical moisture field move in. Now take a look what happens right here in the next frame. We'll take a look at this in the water vapor loop. It's much easier to see. So we have a low pressure system right offshore here. We can see that spinning, but watch what causes that low pressure to begin spinning. Now keep an eye right about here, and what happens, there's a microwave transmitter right here that just starts tearing a line right through that area of moisture right down into this area, and we have poof, just that area starts spinning counterclockwise. Now if we watch this again in the long wave IR map, you can see exactly what happens right there. It just tears the whole end of that moisture right off. It evaporates it, and then when it gets down to this point here, we have high pressure spinning clockwise, and we have the instant low pressure starts to spin there. So it's kind of a jump start mechanism. And of course right here we see the staircase pattern. Now we had no rain today in California. We can take a quick look here at the Doppler map right now. There was nothing all day today. Offshore we saw some rain, and offshore of San Diego there was some rain moving in, and one of the WSR88D microwave, ground-based microwave transmitters was chopping up. You can see the pie-shaped cutouts in the precipitation offshore of San Diego that should have moved in to all of Southern California and delivered rain today. That didn't happen. So we had the specially equipped jets upspraying the skies with streaks and haze, and that causes the capping inversion layer. Doesn't allow the lift in the atmosphere, which would allow the precipitation process to occur. So once again, we have all this moisture moving in. We should have had rain. And look at this low pressure right here. This actually shows up as a closed low on the 500 millibar map. If we take a look at that here, right here, you can see that right there, right off of California. On the 300 millibar map, it just shows as a little trough there. But on the surface map, what's really interesting is we have high pressure, 1,028 millibar, 1,029 millibar right here, just blocking everything that's trying to move in. Actually, we have 4 lows installed right here off of, right over Oregon and Nevada and California, not letting anything happen. So we've got our rain for the season, I'm pretty sure. We were looking at the long-range National Weather Service forecast model for the next 3 months, and it looks very dry for California and the Southwest. So we got our peanuts here in December and the beginning of January, and I think that from here on out the spigot's going to be pretty much off, and that is the plan. So we'll just keep an eye on things. Once again, look at this. Should have brought 2-3 inches of rain right here. Tropical flow moving right into California. 0 rain. The jets are up spraying, and bad air quality as a result. The particulate that those jets leave behind raises the air quality index. The pollution index goes way up over 100. But watch this again. This is a microwave, space-based, satellite-based microwave transmitter. Could be a laser as well, but this is all space-based technology they're using. And watch this right here. Watch it again. right there. It just evaporates that whole section of moisture, and it helps jumpstart that counterclockwise rotating low pressure system. But yet we have 30.21 on the barometer right now, and that's because of those WSR88Ds at the ground level. Right here we can see all the high pressure in this area, and because also of those satellite-based transmitters, we can see what happens, as I've mentioned right here. And we have the right angles at various, right here we've got a right angle. We're maintaining separation between these two frontal systems. We've got another low pressure right here. And once again, the Doppler map shows really nothing happening on the entire west coast except for way up right offshore of Washington State. And by the way, there's a bill in the Washington State government that would provide for a police force activity to round up and jail people that haven't got their shots. Imagine this. It's happening. Okay. So there's the rain off of Washington State right there. You can see that. That's about it for the west coast. Over here on the east coast, there's some snow falling in Pennsylvania, New York, upstate New York. You can see that. And offshore of Long Island. Okay. All right, next is the continental U.S. View. This is the long wave IR map. And right here we can see that detail much better. Let's take a look at that in this view here. Satellite-based microwave transmitters manipulating our weather. And look at the evaporation that continues after that, those last few frames. Right there, look at this. Same transmitter that's causing that right angle earlier in the sequence is causing all this to happen as well. So we see a partial, this on a right angle, but it's a 120 degree angle there. And the satellites that are generating this activity here, these are most likely polar orbiting weather satellites that are being operated by the Defense Department. And that way they can operate without any civilian oversight. They can claim a classification for the purposes of hiding what they're doing, and that's why nobody knows what's going on. Look at this in the water vapor map. You see that low develop right there. Right angle there. So they basically jumpstart a low pressure system, and all of this moisture should be bringing a lot of rain to the Southern California area once again. All right. So that's really the report. It's just more manipulation, and there it is. Out here in the East Pacific, we've got a low pressure system right here, 965 millibar. That's going to be moving back to the west. Everything else, generally, everything moves from the west to the east in the northern hemisphere. Here we've got something very strange happening. This is going to move back the other way. You got all these high pressure zones at the surface level that are blocking everything. Let's take another look here. You can see that happening in the water vapor map. This area right here. Okay, that's it for now.